Now, for those people who have an Aquarius Saturn, which means Saturn is placed in your Aquarius sign in your natal chart. So you have already gone through a Saturn return placement, and Saturn is moving away from its natal placement into the Pisces sign in transit. So you have Saturn which comes back into its natal position. It comes after more than 28 plus years, between 20 to 30 years, which means the natal Saturn has given you a lot of opportunity to learn from your experiences so far, and it has also been a teaching placement while it was in Aquarius. So if you learn the lesson while it was there, then the transiting Saturn is creating opportunities for you to earn and be stable in your earning, to have financial security and make money through assets. So people may buy assets, people may move into new homes, people may buy conveniences. A lot of gains may come to you if you learned your lessons while Saturn was in Aquarius sign and now moving into the Pisces sign, because the natal Saturn's, the transiting Saturn is moving into the second house from the natal Saturn. So this is an overall very, very good placement. However, the natal Saturn is in the 12th house from the transiting Saturn, which means if you have not learned the lesson, then the losses, the expenses, the challenges may come to you. And then you may make losses in assets, you may make losses in cars, conveniences. So if you have really learned your lesson, you respect boundaries, you respect rules and regulations, then the transiting Saturn is making a lot of gains to you, especially, and also giving you an ability to overcome certain issues, certain problems, and then make assets. And also gain from your interdepartment rapport with other people from other departments. So this is a powerful transition of Saturn. However, this is the example of the natal Saturn being in Aquarius, but the rising sign could be any. So let's take any other rising sign at random and see how the natal Saturn placed in Aquarius may bring different potentials for you. Let's say the rising sign in your natal chart is Virgo rising sign, while your natal Saturn is placed in the Aquarius sign. So now, if your natal Saturn is in the Aquarius sign and it is now moving into Pisces sign, I'm talking about rising sign Virgo. We could have taken any, but for example, we are taking a Virgo sign. So from the natal Saturn, transiting Saturn is going into the second house, but in the 7th house of partnership, of teamwork. So here, the transiting Saturn is giving you an ability to work in a partnership with somebody you already knew, maybe a colleague, maybe who was also your competition earlier. And then in a partnership, being able to even make gains, long distance travel, higher education, higher qualification, and through that an enhancement of stature. However, this is also placement of a new partnership, which could be even marriage, a new conjugal relationship also being established. So the home also being established, maybe with a person coming in from long distance who is also somebody who is very well placed economically, even better than you. And because the transiting Saturn is aspecting the Lagna, so surely an enhancement in stature connected to service, connected to partnership is also coming to you. So overall, very, very good placement. However, we are just taking the example of Virgo rising sign. Whichever is your rising sign where natal Saturn is placed in Aquarius, do see in which house Saturn rules while it is in Aquarius, and then see the potential of the transiting Saturn and Pisces from there.